So this is really my first update about New Life as a missionary and what that looks like. And I'm doing this video, as I said, in the introduction video from a hotel room, actually in Oxford. I'm going to be staying here for the next few days, seeing my brother, seeing some other family, some of whom I'm very unlikely to ever see again because they're very elderly and frail, and they'll likely pass on to glory while I'm away. And then on Monday I catch a flight over to Singapore. And then we have a month of orientation with OMF, the organisation that I'm working with, before, Lord willing, and visas allowing, we fly on to Japan for 3 years. I think really, where am I at the moment? I'm excited, there's no doubt about that. This is a huge change for me, and I've wanted this for so long. I've been in the process of, from starting my application for about 3 years to get to the point where I'm actually now very soon to catch a plane. But it's been really tough, if I'm honest, this past 24 hours. Just trying to get everything sorted, everything packed. I didn't finish packing until about 1:30 in the morning. And I'm really grateful that my dad stayed up and helped me do all of that. And then I was up really early this morning, just packing away other stuff in my parents' house where I'd been living. So it was all in the attic and put away. And so I was tired. And then there was, of course, emotional goodbyes. I'm not expecting to see my family for 3 years, if we're realistic. I'm not ashamed to say I did have a bit of a cry with my dad, and especially with my dog. I have a beautiful standard poodle called Dogger who turns 11 in just over a month's time, and she's been by my side for all of that time, and I love her to bits, and she's always slept on my bed. She's literally been there through everything of my life since I was ordained in 2012. And saying goodbye to her, knowing I'm almost certain never to see her again, I feel a bit emotional even right now. And I'm not ashamed to say that driving away from home, it really hurt in here and in here. And my eyes were certainly wet, shall we say. Because that's one of the big challenges for me personally, is just I've never been away from my parents for more than 10 weeks in my entire life, and I'm 34 years old now. And so doing that, moving to the other side of the world for 3 years, it's just a huge leap. Not just for them, but also for myself. And so yeah, that's that. And we're packed. I've basically broken my entire life down into 3 suitcases, a large one, a fairly small one, and a tiny one. I've packed my life into roughly about half of my body weight, just over that, of which of course about 15 kilograms is books because I love books, and another load of it is all my running gear because running's amazing and I'm hoping to do a lot of training while I'm in Japan. It's been emotional this past few weeks, just saying goodbye to family, saying goodbye to friends, saying goodbye to places, and it didn't really hit me just how big that was until this morning, last night. Everything seemed so far away, and all of a sudden it's right here, it's right up close. And I'm sure that's something that everyone goes through who goes through this kind of big step forward. But now I had a really good time with my oldest and dearest friend Annie. Great time of encouragement with her, and she helped me book some flights and things like that for moving on to Japan later, because paperwork and booking stuff, it really stresses me out big time, and great to have friends who support you in that kind of thing. And we had a really good time, just a couple of hours together before I drove down to the hotel and I collapsed and crashed and had a nap. But now we look forward. I've got a few more friends and family to say goodbye to over the coming few days, and then we catch our flight. And so hopefully that's around the time that we will catch up again. Please do just be praying for me for these next few days, that I'd remain focused on the Lord and excited, but also I think grieve is an appropriate word over those who I've said goodbye to, some of them perhaps for the last time.